Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Darissa Rain, aka Riri, and today's video is all about the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. Alright beauties, so first and foremost we're going to take off my eyeballs and then I'm not going to be able to see nothing. And we're going to put on a headband. And then we're gonna get started. I am so unbelievably excited about testing out this new foundation from Colourpop. If you are familiar with me, with my channel at all, then you know that the Pretty Fresh line that came out probably late last month, October-ish, last year, is one of my all-time favorite collections ever. Everything made it into my panning drawer. Everything that I originally bought is very loved and very used and almost gone. I even have a backup of the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer because I loved it that much. So I got super excited when they came out with an actual foundation. So here's my little Ulta box. That's all I got. So Ulta, why is this box so big, girl? Why? I know that foundation did not need this big of a box. Okay, get it together. So I'm going to open it up with you guys. Lots of padding. Lots of padding. Oh, I lied. I got a mascara too. Okay. I kind of forgive you, Ulta. So I got this Snapscara by Maybelline. It is fabulous. A very, very good drugstore brand. I got the pitch black this time, and I've gone through an entire of the blue one. So pretty. Anyways. So here's what it looks like. It is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. And of course, it's all kind of like that pretty peach, pretty fresh, you know, vibes. This is a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. And it says ideal for all skin types. It does contain hyaluronic acid, known to hydrate and support healthy looking skin, and coconut water, known to support hydration and things like that. So, and it is also a 30 ml, which is pretty standard, and I want to say it was $16. I'll put it right there. But either $16 or $18, and the regular Pretty Fresh, I believe, was $14. I did get the shade Medium 80W. Hopefully it works. So we are going to see what the component looks like. I have a feeling it's going to look like this primer. It does. Okay, so this is the Pretty Fresh primer. As you can see, I've used a lot. So they are definitely the exact same package. You can see that I've used a ton of the primer. Literally the exact same component. Actually, the color looks pretty good. Oh, hallelujah, honey. Just kind of your standard plastic bottle, plastic cap. It is pretty chintzy, so be cautious. I cracked this one within a few times of using it. So, because I know that this works so well, and I love this, I'm going to test it with this today. And that's obviously probably the concept behind it as well. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of primer. So the primer does smell like coconut. In my personal opinion, which I love coconut, it's not overpowering. It's not anything where it lingers or anything like that. It is definitely glowy. There is no, you know, it doesn't claim to be any kind of pore filling or anything like that, but you can definitely see already that it definitely is, you know, more dewy, more hydrating to the skin. I did do a little bit of a brow. I just went in with my Maybelline Tattoo Studio and put like a little bit of color right through here. So yeah, I don't knock my brows, okay? They're a work in progress that are probably going to be work in progress forever. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up just to be safe. All right. And then we're going to go in. I'm going to do... Oh, it is very thick. Definitely thicker than I assumed it was going to be. Oh, the color looks good. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to go in with a Luxie 530 flat top kabuki brush. And you guys know that I always like to go in with stippling. Oh, that's pretty already. With a stippling motion first. This really allows you to kind of set down and kind of push that product into the skin, especially if you're like me and you have broken capillaries, redness, things like that. So I will do that first. Then with what little bit is left on my brush, I will then go through the rest of my face, perimeter of my face, and bring it down. This has no scent. I do not smell coconut or anything at all. Okay, it's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that. So now that it's kind of sitting there for a second, and you guys see I did not do the direct under eye, especially if I'm going in with some concealer. I will leave that area blank because I do have drier skin and excess product is not cute, okay? All right, so definitely blending well. I do definitely see a medium coverage. Almost for me, even veering on full coverage, dare I say. So I'm going to blend this down just because I put so much sunblock products on my face that the rest of my body is 85 million shades darker than my face. So far, so good. That is beautiful. It is very skin-like. This is slightly warmer than I probably need right now, but I ain't mad at it. I mean, we still have a couple months of summertime left. Blends well. It didn't dry down too fast. The color is really beautiful. The finish is really stunning. So I'm going to get close and then we'll do the other side. So there is before. And after. I like it. And you guys saw how little I used of the product, and this is going to be enough for my entire face. So a little, I'm going to go ahead and say a little bit goes a long way. I probably even had too much on my hand and put too much on my brush at first. That's why this kind of stuck for just a second. And then we'll take any excess and put it on the forehead. I'm always really careful around my brows because that's where my skin is also super dry at, which I've never understood. So again, we're going to bring it down. I'm letting all that kind of sit in place for a second. Again, it's not drying down super fast. I definitely feel like you have playtime, which is a good thing. I don't see any settling as of yet. And then once it's in place, I will blend it out. That is pretty. I'm going to go in with my Pretty Fresh spray. I love this stuff so much. Now the spray does smell 100% like coconut, but it's a very soft, natural coconut. You know, not like fake smelling. It's not overpowering. It's not like a kind of weird chemical coconut smell, if that makes any sense. Okay, I like this. Huh. I will say it is starting to settle down just a little bit. Not becoming too matte, but it's definitely setting. I ain't mad at it. So I'll get close again without adding any powders or anything like that. So far so good. A lot of times if a foundation is literally just going to be a no, which I normally try complexion products a few times, but if it's going to be a straight up no, it's because it's giving me irritation. It is way too matte. I can't get it to blend, or it automatically starts settling in through my nose and through here and then right here. And it is not doing any of that right now. So far so good. I like it, y'all. This foundation or this concealer is probably going to be a little too dark under my eyeballs. I got this more for like, oh no, it's fine. Okay, but I got this more for like spot concealing. And this is also in the Pretty Fresh line, and this is the shade, I can't read it, Light 50W. And I'm going to go in with my little concealer brush. And I'm not adding any additional makeup today, so I'll just pull this over this so we can get a real good glimpse of what it's going to look like on the skin when everything is blended together. Oh, that's a pretty combo together too, honey. So I'm going to finish blending this, and then I will be RB. Alright, beauties, so I went in, of course, and blended everything out, and then I did set with my NYX High Definition Powder in Banana, and that is it. I'm not going to add anything else or anything like that. This is genuinely a true first impressions. What do I think? Especially, I think, in kind of comparison to the tinted moisturizer. It is definitely not a moisturizer. This right here, as much as I really love it, it's dewy, it's beautiful on the skin, it blends out well. I personally have been able to build it up to give me some type of coverage. So it is definitely, you know, this is definitely very, very light to sheer coverage. This, however, I feel like has almost the same type of finish to it. Not quite as dewy, but I do see slight luminosity through it. I'm going to call it more of a satin type of finish. But I think it blended out really, really well. I don't see anything settling. Nothing is creasing. It doesn't look dry or heavy or anything like that. It definitely doesn't feel heavy at all. First impressions, I really, really like it. In comparison to this, again, this is an actual foundation. It comes in a smaller, more pump bottle. And then this, of course, is a looser formulation. They both do have the good benefits of having the hyaluronic acid in them. So I think personally for me, whereas I was really, really enjoying this for, I mean, many, many months, you guys, again, went out and bought it again. It was in my panning drawer, is in my panning drawer. I definitely say if you are okay with very sheer light coverage and you like extremely dewy skin, I would go with the tinted moisturizer. If you want more coverage, but still that soft kind of diffused skin-like, you know, kind of finish, satin-like finish, I would go this route. They're right around the same price point as well. And of course, I will put up deets with pricing and everything for both to compare. And then I will also link a couple of the videos where I have used the Pretty Fresh. I will go ahead and repost those again. And honestly, the more that I'm sitting here, and again, it's only been, what, 5-ish minutes, 8 minutes. I'm going to spray one more time. I always do this. You guys know this. I definitely feel like everything's kind of more sinking into the skin, which I'm loving. And oddly enough, it kind of reminds me of the finish of the Bobbi Brown foundation that I've been living for, that I never thought I would like ever. But I love. But it's giving me kind of that same vibe where it looks matte to the skin. Of course, with this, I do see some luminosity, which I like. But it doesn't feel matte, which is very strange. It's like the strange thing that I couldn't really explain about the Bobbi Brown either. It's because it really sets in place the Bobbi Brown much faster than this. Of course, this I had time, you guys could see, to kind of play with it, you know, give it some time to set and then blend it out and not have to rush like a freaking crazy person. You could literally put this all over your face and blend it in. Whereas with a lot of matte formulations, you know, the old Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, the Urban Decay, you know, All Nighter, those types of things, I've never been able to wear those and be super comfortable with them or not feel heavy, thick, cakey, feeling them settle. And they set so fast, kind of like Tarte Shape Tape, where you put it down, you've got to blend it out right then and there. That is not like this. It is matte, but it is a softer, more diffused type of matte formulation. And you have time to build it up, move it around, things like that. So I think it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. Sadly, this is obviously not going to work for me, but only for these couple months. So I need to kind of switch off and on between this and my Bobbi Brown foundation. But I love it. I think it is absolutely stunning. And I think it's a beautiful kind of sister pairing to the actual collection, which y'all already know that I love and adore. But I think it's a beautiful, compatible product in the Pretty Fresh collection. They also offer 1,000 different shades. So I like it. I'm going to come back, obviously, and pin a comment. I'm going to wear this the rest of the day and tomorrow prior to posting this, just to get, obviously, more of an idea. How does it wear when I'm sweating and such, you know. But yeah, I like it. This entire collection, you guys know that I've been hit and miss with Colourpop. I've had some things that blow me away, love, 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 like this collection. And then I've had products that were, you know, not the best. But again, I've said that, you know, there is no brand that just across the board, everything's going to be perfection. You know what I mean? Just like we have off days. Brands have off days for their products. So with that being said, I definitely approve. I definitely think it's beautiful on the skin. I definitely think, especially if you do have more oily skin, it's going to be super, super, super beautiful for you, especially right now because it is so hot and muggy. But if you have dry skin like myself, more mature skin like myself, I mean, it looks stunning. It looks absolutely beautiful. It covers everything I need it to cover. I don't feel dry. Nothing feels heavy at all. It's not settling, which of course that could change throughout the course of the day, but I like it. I like it a whole lot. So that is it. That is literally just a short, sweet first impressions. I kind of figured I would like it because I love the rest of the collection so much. But I think they're beautiful companion pieces, the entire collection. I think if you bought it, you know, maybe you have a day that you're like, I'm running to Walmart real quick. I just want to look cute for just a second. You know what I mean? You just want that little wash of color to kind of sheer everything out and give you a little veil on the skin, blur the skin, if you will. Then go for the Pretty Fresh, you know, tinted moisturizer. If, however, you do want wonderful coverage, something that is affordable, something that, you know, blends well, doesn't look heavy or cakey, I think you have both options filled. And also, I really do feel like, y'all know I have very dry, mature skin. I feel like both work beautifully for dry skin. So, from one mature beauty to another, I think this will work for y'all. I have a lot of mature beauties that watch and also do content, so I think that you guys would really enjoy even this entire collection. So that is it. If you are still here, thank you so much for joining me and for watching me. I truly appreciate your view, and I would love if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you be part of my beauty family here on YouTube, and please always remember to be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties!